or staying, or so it prevents like the destroy.
Mm-hmm.
But I always expect like him to prevent the like the effect altogether. But no, most
Right.
powerful
Armor's
most
in.
powerful psychic in the world can't stop it.
Indeed. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Theme Party. This is our Lego-themed game where we talk about Marvel Snap. And I want to
where you talk
Which is-
about Marvel Snap.
Which is weirdly on theme because the Legos snap together,
That
right?
is-
So like,
golly, that was a great point. I want to especially apologize. I'm not going to apologize to reviewers because I think a lot of you would enjoy us talking about Snap. We even did a talk, a just chatting thing that was called Snapchat, which is a term no one had come up with yet.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
yeah,
But
forgot
I
about
will
that.
apologize to Ka because we've been talking about Snap for a long time.
Oh yeah.
He just
You better.
doesn't care because he doesn't play it. I was just talking about there's some card though that I have. I can't remember what it is, but there's some card I've been up against a lot recently that I really feel like I'm surprised is not ongoing. Is made very strong by ongoing. It's none of the ones we were just talking about, but whatever it is, good job, card. Well done.
Good job indeed.
Well done at beating me sometimes in this game.
Good job, digital art rectangle.
Yeah, you sure were a game I played. How's everyone doing tonight? Both here in this window and also there in our chat. Is it a happy Monday?
It's been pretty good.
Cool.
Monday.
I have felt like today is off. And I feel like everyone I've
Same
encountered
too.
with there's been like a bad vibe. But I'm glad that isn't universal.
Oh, today just feels like one of those days.
It's just
One of those days when you don't want to get
Just
up.
another manic Monday.
Yep.
do we say that anymore? Yeah. Just another.
Well, yeah, you can't say it's a bipolar Monday anymore.
No, you'd say just another neurodivergent Monday. Today
Or two.
we're going to open one of the delicious-looking dice from the Lost Taverns set. I made this joke last week that this cavern
It's a
they're
joke every
entering
night.
looks like it. No, but I only made it in this one that this is fitting for this game because you guys went into an ancient temple that you thought
that's
was
true.
a cavern, or you thought was a tavern, turned out to be a cavern. Amusingly, though, this if you see those dwarf guardian people here,
Yeah.
if you just imagine those were two bats, birds,
Yeah.
then that's what you would have seen.
Speaking of Lost Caverns, the Lost Caverns of Ixalan, the new Magic set, was just pre-released last weekend.
Oh, it's called Lost Caverns?
Lost Caverns of Ixalan.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
So, a thing that we started doing... Sophia, you bought a tea advent calendar. What company made the tea advent calendar? I'm curious about that.
Oh, I've been meaning to tell you about this. If you go to World Market, they just have a section of advent calendars now. There's hot cocoa, tea, 4 or 5 different tea ones, a Walker's shortbread biscuit one.
Wow.
The reality is most of them are not great because most of them are
They're supposed to last a whole month.
well, it's they're 12 days, but then it's also days
Tea
only
advent
4.
calendar, Sophia.
There's only 4 flavors of tea, or there's only 3 different kinds of cookies.
Yeah, that's...
Right? They just kind of repeat them.
Yeah.
Amanda did get the one that does have 12 unique things. It's a soup one. So it's 12 unique soups.
Soup?
Soup.
Now?
Soup calendar.
A soup.
I only want advent calendars that can these are called adventure calendars. I only want them if you can do a pun.
I hope it has just loose soup in the slots.
They're just
Just open it up.
They're just
I'm hoping it's
they're
they're
hermetically sealed.
Tide Pods.
Yeah.
It's one
They're just-
bullion.
No,
It's
just
a
loose.
chicken bullion there.
Just you open it up and it's just liquid soup in the hole. No container.
So I'm gonna open box 8 tonight.
Okay.
Speaking of containers, we've been
And they just
doing
give you
something in our games now that is fun, and maybe you guys will enjoy this, and maybe you won't care. There are currently 3 revealed symbols. There is the spider, the dwarven hammers, and the crystal gemstones. So far, Crystal Gemstone has revealed D4, D10. Hammers have revealed D4, D12 percentile. And the spiders have revealed D10 and D8. If anyone guesses what comes out of box 8, you'll get an in-game reward.
I'm sticking with my same guess. Crystal D12.
Crystal D12. All right? And please, I will tell you what the thing is. If you're curious about, if you don't remember. Also, if you just would rather not vote, that's fine too. We have
It'll be a
crystal D12.
caltrop.
A caltrop? A D4?
Yeah.
All right. There's only one D4 remaining, so you would have to say D4 spider.
And there we go.
Spider
We go for
D4,
it.
crystal D12. Kevin, do you want to make a guess?
No. No guess.
Sometimes the best way to win is not to play. We have a D8.
We
a
all
Dwarven Hammer D8. That. The first roll from it. 'Tis a 6, which is a good roll.
Yeah.
Decent roll. Maybe like a Kaiser roll. It's kind of a... Wow, that's interesting. There are now 4 of the Dwarven Hammer dice revealed, and only 2 apiece of the other 2 symbols. Is that interesting? Does anyone care about any of this?
I mean, maybe it's dwarven front loaded because of the dwarven iconography on it.
It's true.
Do you think like? I mean, I guess they assume advent calendars aren't random. So an 8, a dwarven hammer D8 has to go in the 8 of every one of these, right? Like advent. I mean, I've never gotten 2 advent calendars to check if it's random or not. You know what I mean? Like, this is a great idea. I'm gonna get 2 like chocolate advent
Of the
calendars,
very
see the
same
same
one?
chocolates in each of them,
I would imagine.
and you know what? I get to eat double the amount of chocolate. So this is a
Yeah.
win for me, regardless.
I feel like it's got to be the same in it each. Like the 4th is
Dude,
the 4th. The 4th is the 4th is the 4th. It's poetry jokes, guys. Let's not worry about it. Sorry, I'm having to text. I think KJ doesn't realize I'm streaming right now. She's texted me a long list of things about things that I'm just gonna say.
About
Goodness.
advent calendars?
No, but I'm just telling you.
It's very strange.
Telling you about that. I'll talk to you about that later because now that I have an Apple Watch, it buzzes every time I get a text, and I don't care for that. I might turn it off.
Or just start reading her text out loud.
Telling you.
Even though
Embrace
these
tradition. Reject modernity. Embrace tradition.
Yeah, but can you turn off the alarm you set on your phone with your fancy watch? Probably not.
Why would you set up that many alarms on your phone?
I set so many alarms on my phone. Timers.
Oh, yeah.
Kitchen timers. My life is nothing but kitchen timers.
Oh man.
So yeah, I mean, you can. I have this set to like vibrate. Right. It doesn't, and there are times where like if a particular like group chat or something like is going nuts, I have like just ripped the watch off my hand. Because like when you have like 20 people in a group chat and they all start joking around and you're getting 50 messages while you're in the middle of something.
I'm gonna tell you that I basically have a policy and I stick to it pretty hard, which is that group chats begin on mute.
Smart.
There is no reason.
That's smart.
No,
sure.
I'm gonna throw and people might disagree with this. Group chats are not how you disseminate important information.
No, it is
If
not.
you're expecting me to like hear something that's a big deal, if a group email, I'll see it. A group chat, I'll see it eventually. If you need me to reply to a thing, you text me. Guys, copy pasting is not that hard. Just to do, if you're texting 6 people, just text 6 people the same thing. Boom, 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 boom.
Also, you are slightly, how can I say this? That is slightly more. What am I looking for? You have slightly more privilege in that copy pasting because it's slightly easy for you because you are on a Mac. So you can just the iMessage. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, I'm talking about on my phone, sir.
So that's not the motion you made, though. You made a motion like this.
That's fair. Well, technically the motion would have been like this, but yeah. I mean on my phone. The point is, copy, gesticulate as thy will, copy paste. Do you guys know about beige flags?
Beige
You
flags?
heard about a beige flag?
Oh, is this like a red flag, green flag kind of thing?
Beige flag is a thing where it's like that's weird but not a deal breaker, I guess is the that's how one thing, but then other things had more complicated interpretations of it.
But the thing is, like, a beige flag, no, that should be like an orange flag. A beige flag is not worthy of note, so it shouldn't have a flag because it's beige. You didn't even notice it. It's beige.
Have people in chat know about beige flags? Heard about this?
You just made that shit up.
No, it's like a big
100
TikTok thing. Point is, I read an article about it, but one of the flags, and I was like, oh, this is so interesting. One of the beige flags that a person reported as theirs is that it's like, I think the other thing about a beige flag is it's often something you say about a person you're already with, as opposed to like a thing about a prospective date. But this one girl said, my boyfriend's beige flag is that he doesn't set alarms, he just sets timers. So if he like needs to wake up at 8 the next morning, he looks at what time it is and sets a timer so that it'll end at 8 o'clock the next morning.
Well, that's a level of badness. That's
What
correct.
That's just his
No, like-
workflow.
Like it's 11:40. When I wake up at 8 tomorrow, he'll set a timer for 8 hours and 20 minutes.
Why?
And she really
What?
doesn't like that.
If it's stupid but it works, it's not stupid, and for him it works.
Well, we don't know. We don't have that data point. God,
She didn't break up with him, so
I feel like
oh my
I
gosh.
wouldn't do it. One thing I will actually, Apple has now changed it. They, as of like I think it's like with whatever OS came out for the 15s, you can now set more than one timer concurrently.
Yes.
You used to not be able to. So that's the only reason I'd ever go to the alarm.
Yeah.
I mean, I will set an alarm when I'm like in the morning, but I hate that the default for an alarm is a snooze.
Oh yeah. Well, it's different too, right? Like, yeah, it's well, yeah, because they flip them, right? Because with the timer,
They're it's in the opposite places.
they're in the reverse order, right?
Welcome to iPhone Marvel Snap Talk, everybody. We're here to talk to you about the latest TikTok trends, Marvel Snap trends.
we're here to talk
you
about
want me to
Apple tech
demonstrate
with the
me
one
what?
Android guy here.
Yeah.
Talking about, Apple sucks, don't they?
Ka is here to be our Android representative, our non-Marvel Snap playing representative.
We're talking about a company that allows you to load whatever programs you want on your goddamn phone.
Yeah.
They don't need the whole EU to force you. Hey, I want to install an app that someone else coded onto my phone. Oh, thanks.
I don't even want that person near my phone. I want it gated by the coolest people in the world.
This is actually not a game of theme party. This is just a game of us isolating and ostracizing Ka.
Oh yeah.
So you might be imagining that what's going on.
I can
right
do
now
that
is
myself, see.
I've got that handled. You might be thinking that we're slow playing things, in the hopes of so that when Millie can join us, but actually we're not going to have Millie tonight, sadly. So there will be the only reason.
We're not starting until she's here, so we'll
Fair
just
enough.
be
That it
riffing
looks like
for a while.
Is our podcast now?
Let's enjoy the pod. All right, everyone. So, did you guys hear this news story? You hear about this? Hey guys, let's talk about. We're gonna have a no spoiler conversation about the Marvels.
Actually, Philip,
None of us watched the Marvels. I know that. You know that.
I saw it. I loved it.
Okay.
That was great.
I didn't see it, so I can't judge either way.
Best thing about the Marvels, and I'm not saying this in a way where like because it was it's an hour and 45 minutes.
yeah, it's
Yes.
a
Oh my
miracle.
God.
It's a Marvel movie that's under 2 hours.
An
long.
hour
It's
and
a miracle.
45 minutes, which is how long a movie should be, and you're never like, wow, I'm bored. You're just like, oh, this is fun. Oh, wow, it's ending when it should. How weird.
Yeah.
Did they include the obligatory cameo from someone in another movie to say, by the way, this another movie is going to come out with this character, so you better watch more of the MCU?
I mean,
Yeah,
That's the entire movie, isn't it?
That's called a preview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
expected now. People are mad if it's not there now.
Yeah.
Oh, come
Like
on.
I've been to like superhero movies that don't do that.
Yeah, and people
Or
are
like franchise movies that don't do that. And
Why
people
did we
get,
wait through the credits now? Yeah.
why do we sit here and acknowledge the existence of all these human beings that made this movie?
That
Can't read
finally
all those
getting their
words.
pay.
I don't know. At the same time, though, I'm worried about. I do. I mean, this movie made so much less money than other movies in these franchise, and
To be fair,
But,
they
like-
couldn't do any advertising because, all
It's
the
a big
actors
Also-
were on strike.
Also, like they kept moving the release date, and like early November is just a weird.
it's a very weird.
And
time,
again,
but-
I think they keep talking about like how all these movies are failing, and I'm like, maybe people are broke, and maybe it's a bad idea to every 2 weeks release a movie that needs to make like $1 billion to be a success.
yeah, it's,
Like, maybe it's a bad business model.
yeah,
It's maybe.
yeah.
Maybe these business people should learn to diversify their portfolio. You know what I mean? Find different.
I think that they just they're always right. The company is always.
Didn't Knives Out only have like a budget of like what? Not even 10 million? That did like super gangbusters?
I think Knives Out probably cost a little more than that. Just
Maybe
with that
20 million
cast.
tops.
Yeah.
Look,
It was like a $20 million movie, but
Yeah.
40, but
yeah.
given its $300 million gross, yes, massive, yeah. With yeah. No, Marvel's was good. I just hope that here's what I hope won't happen and know will happen. I hope that in response to Marvel's underperforming for reasons that really have nothing to do with the movie, that
you know
doesn't
it.
cause Disney to make a bunch of changes away from things that worked about this movie.
Why would you think they would do that? I don't know why you would assume they would do that.
So let's talk about Theme Party. It's been going on here on the Theme
Oh yeah,
Party.
this is a game we play.
This
Okay.
game we play.
Oh,
Contrary to
podcast
popular
is done.
jokes and belief, we are going to play a game tonight. It will be one free of death. I mean treason. So in our last game, the Theme Party, having gotten information off a goblet, but sadly lost the goblet in a big song and dance number in a pirate bar, the Theme Party took a little rest aboard the beautiful Blacktron Cruiser.
Do you have a name for your ship, Dr. Holden Thane?
Blacktron Cruiser.
Oh, I thought that was just like its model. I didn't.
No, I think that's the name of the ship.
It's also
Okay.
the model. It's duh.
It's one
What's
of a
that?
kind. I understand. Sorry.
Yeah. Let's watch Philip flying around his house for the rest.
It's what-
I was gonna say is like we could
It's
just
what
build
I do
Lego. We
on
could
my
build
own.
Lego until Millie gets here.
That's fair. So the group took the ship to the location coordinates in question, which happened to be in the middle of the sea. Upon taking the hermetically sealed vessel down, and after learning everything there is to know about being a sex doctor, Dr. Holden Thane brought the ship below the waves, where they came upon a diver on a personal undersea craft with a radical. Also, these do move. I should point that out. Glib, glib, glib. With a really rad, kind of like silvery harpoon gun. This was Bang's Finn. She is a member of the Aqua Sharks. And she is a deep sea miner aboard a vessel called the Shark One. Boom, 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 ba-la. I gotta move these down so all you see is the fin on the. It's a cool one. It's so cool.
Excellent.
God, the 90s were better. The 90s felt so good because we were kids and young and our bodies didn't hurt yet. basically, they are just deep sea miners. What are they mining? Don't worry about it. She did, however, say there is a trench full of monsters, which Philion very correctly said, oh, well, then we're going to have to go into that trench. And sure enough, upon when Jim, the normal guy, Dr. Holden Thane, sort of put the information from the goblet into a computer, laid it out, Bangsfin was like, yep, that's the trench, all right. So you guys think you'll have to go to the trench to follow whatever clues are here. However, suddenly an EMP was set off, dropping the ship into the darkness. No power, so you were just sinking. It was done, as you saw through a porthole, by Captain Hydrosaw. He's one of the evil raider miners. They're also miners, but bad guys, and they have glow-in-the-dark hooks. Yeah.
Well, we can't be mad at them. They're not really of age yet.
Okay. With an O.
There's wild teenagers
Did
here
we-
messing around.
Did we land on that? Are they miners?
No, they're all major miners.
Major miners. that's it.
Also floating there was Mr. Mutt with a rat on his face that had apparently let him breathe underwater through evil magic. However, our crew was not to be so easily thwarted, and they chose to let Philion channel his magic within the very ship, sending a lightning bolt into one of Dr. Holden Thane's lightning collector or electric power converter systems that, with some assistance from Bangs and Jim, they were able to retrofit to use in Thing. They plugged that into the power cells and got enough charge to get back above the waves and soak and make like Sheryl Crow in Soak in the Sun. Is that Sheryl Crow?
Yeah, that's Sheryl Crow.
Yeah, thank you. Make like Sheryl Crow and have some fun on Santa Monica Boulevard. At this time, Shark 1 also surfaced, and the group prepared to maybe encounter some sort of friendly folks. Maybe friendly. Your friend, I mean, I would say that, though you guys thought it was weird she has a beanie on under this, it seemed like Bang's Fin was okay, but she is a minor, and she's drinking, so that's illegal. Because you can't have all the heavy operation machinery.
Yeah, that's against regulations.
Also, she's a kid. That's right, she's part goat. I got a million of these guys.
All right. Well, good night.
And she's young. You know, her mother's maiden name.
Oh my god. Well,
Yep. She's 17. That's right, the highest ranking that you could get in the Oceanic Guild. These working for anybody? Okay. So with that, as you sort of bob on the surface of the waves, electing to use kind of, a more sort of low-key ballast system to stay afloat so that you can not divert any energy to sort of thrusters in more quickly and rapidly.
Charge up.
This other ship is also, they've dropped ballast.
Can you jump us? Hey, you got some jumper cables? Can you jump the engine?
I've been excited to show this. So, obviously, Bang's Fin, she's here, and hers. But, another one kind of comes up here, and then...
Oh man, there's a lot of these.
Yep. Bangs and two of her sort of allies through the Aqua Sharks all get up and sort of here above, she'll say, all right, are you going to get a charge? You going to get a charge now? You going to charge? You get a charge?
It's going.
And then the others say, good day.
Good day,
Good day.
mate.
I assume, I'm kind of picturing that you guys are like, are doing like the, the stereotypical like standing on top of the submarine vibe, like that's kind of how I'm imagining this scene playing out. And they're all just kind of saying like, g'day, g'day. Then,
By the way, do we have life vests? I think we should have life vests while we're on a nautical vessel.
You have a. You were wearing a spacesuit.
We're wearing a spacesuit.
Oh, okay.
That has some
I guess make a
buoyancy.
luck roll to see if they have like the backup edition of that.
If it's good enough for... Oh, 37. That's a normal success.
There are some flotation devices, but not.
Okay.
Although I do have a life jacket I could go get, but I don't want to risk Philly on telling us another horrible story.
No,
about one of
let's
his
not.
children's deaths.
Let's not talk about one of his.
I think we do need the life jacket.
I don't just start talking. They ask me questions, Philip.
Yeah.
That's
It's the Middle Ages. Don't ask me anything about my past. The answers are not good.
But I want to know.
why do
Todd
scientists
asked
always
me
have to know
if
everything?
I had children, and then I said 47 and a half, and then you asked about the half. Why did you guys ask about the half? There was never going to be a good answer to
I know
that.
it's all my fault because I really had to find hair that I never.
No, that was
found.
the banana.
That was,
think that was-
no. The banana was the one before.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. That's right. Sorry.
The banana was some other horrible thing. So in any case, the pilot seat opens, and another one of these miners sort of steps up. Same gear as the rest. This miner, however, removes his tank to reveal that he is also wearing a different beanie for some reason. And if you look closely, this one's kind of harder to see because of light and stuff. I might need to actually remove the beanie for you to see this part. He also has a headband.
Why do you have a
looks like a
headband and a
unibrow.
beanie?
It's cold down there.
And his response
Undersea,
will
it's
be-
cold.
He'll say, yeah, it's it's to keep your head okay from the inside of the helmet. It's kind of sharp. Anyway, you've met the rest of my crew. My name's Boomerang Outback. And as the member of the
Boomerang
crew who'll be
Outback?
speaking the most, I happen to have an American accent. So,
Okay.
I want to talk to the other one.
Hey, I'm walking here.
g'day.
Is that the
Nar,
only word they know?
g'day, nar.
You like some warm water? Warm water.
In any case, he'll say, so if you guys want to come over to the Shark One, we're willing to listen to what's going on. Sounds like you had a run-in with, well, I don't want to say his name out here on open waters.
Green
Listen.
helmet.
Does his name summon him like a demon?
Well, I mean, I don't think so. Now I'm nervous about that. Yikes.
Should we not say his name 3 times in front of the mirror?
That seems okay. I just don't want to say it in case there's like a sonic spy device buoy somewhere.
Okay. All right.
Well,
How
there
long
anything
will
even
this take to
remotely-
charge?
oh, sorry.
That's a question for Dr. Holden Thane, and I mean, it'll take a few hours to get to full, but operational within. It's one of those things where like it's gonna get to 80 really fast, and then that last 20% will take a while.
Better not restart from 0 like Windows used to do.
Yeah,
Nah, it'll be fine.
not like
We
that.
we solved that problem.
But he'll sort of
Wow,
say,
it is the future you're from.
But
Yeah.
if you guys want to come aboard the Shark One, Banks has vouched for you, so you're welcome to join. I have only one rule. He gets really serious and leans in.
I'm
Don't
listening.
drink the bottle sodas. Those are special occasions. You can have a soda in a can, that's fine, but you can't have the bottle sodas. Okay?
Isn't this a special occasion?
I like you, spaceman. We'll see.
All right.
How many spacemen and wizards and
Spagemin.
gyms have you met?
Spagemin. He'll sort of turn around and say, well, not too many, if I'm being honest. I mostly meet miners, and sometimes
Oh God,
underwater creatures.
I just can't with these
That-
guys.
Oh man. Let's not bring that up.
Yeah.
This is international waters. There ain't no authority here.
Well, isn't the sea its own authority?
No.
Oh,
Wait,
All
hey,
right.
Hey, Banks.
Let's.
Yeah. Why are they not coming aboard? Why are they still talking about?
I'm-
Like, I don't know, whatever they're talking about. Odd, nah. They're a bit odd. Okay.
I'm hopping aboard.
I'm gonna awkwardly stand here. Oh, never mind. Oh, they're coming. So,
are we just leaving the ship here?
I will.
Don't you have the keys to lock it up remotely?
I mean, yes, but I don't want anything to happen to the ship while it's charging.
Rock, can I stay? Rock, can I have the keys? Rock, I just want to listen to the radio. All right.
Maybe you should go out. Maybe you and Treason should go check out that space over there.
Are you pointing just into the water?
Yes.
I don't walk planks. Nope.
Well, if they stay behind, if something happens, I can probably locate them. Otherwise, I might have to leave behind a piece of a finger or something. That's usually an easy way to locate something since I'm connected to it.
I can locate
Finger,
it.
please. Finger sounds good.
Why don't you just use your phone app to track it?
I'm only certain of what two of those words mean.
I'm going to say that based on stuff, Treason won't understand the concept of keys and leaving the engine on, so she won't make jokes about that.
I will just set the ship to be on like some kind of emergency
Sentry
responsive
lockdown mode. Sure.
Yes.
Like the Batmobile in certain canons of Batman.
Loiter, intimidate. Yeah.
And lock the cockpit, and we'll have Treason stay behind, I suppose.
Okay.
And guard.
Treason and Quill will stay behind.
All right.
But locked out of the cockpit.
Naturally.
I'm a cockatiel, though. Makes sense as a place for me to be.
Don't touch anything.
I'm gonna say that in response to that, Quill so glacially slowly begins to extend one blue-green wing. Just staring you down.
What is he reaching for?
A cup in the kitchen.
A cup?
Mm-hmm.
What are you, a cat now?
What are you doing?
Testing boundaries. Complicated relationship with authority.
Well, I'll tell you what. Half the things in here, if you touch them, it'll shock you and you'll die. Good luck.
Okay, as you go, you hear Quill's voice saying, hey, Treason, start touching stuff with your swords. Want a good scar? Touch stuff with your swords. Okay.
We're gonna come back and she'll have like
There's gonna be
1,000
stabs
scars.
in all the consoles. Like you're gonna have so many stabbed consoles.
In any case, as you guys make your way aboard the
What's it called?
this is Shark 1.
Shark One?
Also, isn't Shark 1 cool? They have knives on the outside of it that they can grab if they're swimming outside of it and need knives. And they're nice, shiny.
Can't go to space.
They got
That
milo
reminds me-
wrapping. Oh, it's rad.
Have you ever seen the anime Outlaw Star?
No.
They were doing, instead of like space battles with with guns and stuff like that, there's a little bit of those too. But their ships actually had like arms or something like that, and they were fighting each other.
Yeah.
That
I
was
don't
a
know.
long time ago.
So say for example, I mean that's cool, but
Sweet.
check it out. So ooh, here we have our thing. Ooh, let's put this
Is that
ancient
wearing a top hat?
Oh, you'll see. So let's put this gun inside of our thing. All right. Let's pick up our sample. Let's pick up our cargo.
Oh, that's cool.
Magnets.
Wow, how do they work?
I don't know. It's a miracle. Sometimes when you pull on it, though, it takes the whole arm off rather than the
Well.
magnet piece,
I think they need to reinforce that arm.
basically.
Seems like some pretty shoddy construction.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Let's not insult
I can't
our
hold it so you guys can
benefactor's vehicle right now.
And there is also a space version of this called M-Force. In fact, I'll say that Dr. Holden Thane, as a Black Drun, you probably know about M-Force. Those guys are weird.
Bunch of hacks.
They need to take more showers.
Yeah.
Space showers. So, in any case, welcome aboard Shark 1. You are now, and like everything about Shark 1, though the ship might technically be larger than the Black Drun cruiser, it feels much more cramped because it's a submarine. The ceilings are low and there's weird pipes. And the whole time you're aboard it, you're hearing these like sonar echo things because that's what you'd imagine in like a sound library. So in every room you just hear dong, dong, dong. You know, like Proxito, whatever. And you were taken to kind of like a meeting room. You see there are, however, a lot of like different little passageways that have those like twisty door, you know, the seal door that you can like seal off to water seal tight so that you can let some of your crewmen die behind the waves to save others, because it's a dark life being a miner. And then when you grow up, it's not easier. So, as you guys kind of come in, there are, I'm just gonna say for the sake of the fact that they all have the same face, the two good A people, they'll keep their helmets on because they've had bad experiences, so they usually keep them on even when they're inside the ship. So they're there.
I feel that.
Concerning.
Yeah.
I keep my helmet on.
So you're with a guy with a helmet on as well, and then also of course Bangs and Boomerang are here. And Boomerang will say, "Well, so I hear you've had some trouble with now that we're inside the ship. I hear you've had some trouble with Captain Hydrosaw."
Oh, that's his name.
It is.
I mean, not especially. We pretty easily evaded him.
Yeah, but we didn't remove the threat, did we?
Is it what we're here to do? I'm very unclear. Perhaps it's because the person who was supposed to explain everything to us was kicked in half by a bird.
Actually,
like,
why
in your
is
memory,
he?
it's like
Actually, is he still falling? The chasm is just so long he's still falling.
oh my god. I want to do a Two Towers thing of him falling, like still fighting a giant cockatiel as he falls down through the earth and then reawakens as
Chef Toast
Everything Bagel.
Chef Onion
No,
Bagel.
I am Chef Everything Bagel with cream cheese. Da, 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 da. But I still don't have legs.
Anyway,
Ah,
yeah. What was that? What was that guy's issue? Why'd he disable our boat?
I think he was with the rat face guy.
who's
Yeah,
the
but what was
rat-faced
that
guy?
guy's issue? I've never seen these people before. We've never seen them before in canon, right?
No, I believe that pirate might have been the one that accused you of stealing in the bar hours ago.
It was only a few hours.
And I recognize that rat.
What? Hold on. I feel like I don't have any antecedents for anything. You're talking about bars and stealing and rats? And Bang says, "I told you they were an interesting group."
All right.
Boomerang.
So
I suppose you did, Bangs.
we were there doing I guess some sort of delivery or job order for a chef named Everything Bagel. Okay, he led us to some island called Mai Tai Island.
In response to this, Bangs, Finn, and Boomerang Outback say, "That's a weird name." Crikey.
Yeah,
That's
I
an
thought
odd
so
name.
too. I thought so too. Why can't they have a normal name like Jim or Fillion?
Yeah.
Treason?
Normal.
Not treason.
Yeah, real normal.
Anyway, Anyway, so we were there at Mai Tai Island, having Mai Tais. I think some of us had Mai Tais. Anyway,
Yes.
I had a goblet that led us to this location, and that goblet's missing now, so I don't know. And that's why we're here. And apparently that pirate was also there. What I didn't notice, all the pirates look. Don't tell Treason I said this. I think all pirates sort of look alike.
Oh.
I don't, guys. I don't.
Oh,
that doesn't sound.
That's
okay.
why the scars. It's so they can look different and you can tell them apart.
Ooh,
That's
boy.
why the scars are so important.
Oh boy. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
listen, guys. I just want to say that it's important to remember that, like, even though people are from the same theme, doesn't mean they're all the same, and it's everyone's very unique and different, right? G'day. So, so guys, let's kind of. I don't tolerate
okay.
conversations like that aboard this ship.
All right. Understood. You're the captain.
Yeah.
Admiral.
The captain. I'm just the captain.
Captain? Okay. Gotcha.
But maybe
Anyway.
I should be an admiral.
Who's going to stop you? Is there an admiral above you?
No, but Captain Hydra saw will, because he's always trying to cut into our mining operation.
With
Alright.
the saw. That makes sense.
Well, I meant it more figuratively, but yes, he also does often use his saw to try to cut into our mining operation.
All right. So,
And one time, I was dancing with a girl named Our Mining Operation. Captain Hydra saw came in, and he tried to cut into our mining operation.
I hate this scene so much. I miss our pirate dance parties.
anyway, so now this pirate is now working with your enemy, and apparently we're supposed to go to that temple in the gorge fort. I shrug.
Ooh.
I got no clue why.
You guys are trying to dive the trench?
Apparently.
Not to die.
Wow. Well,
But
I
we
gotta
most
tell you,
assuredly will.
a trench dive is not an easy dive. Because down in the trench, there's something you're gonna find.
Do we have to do a trench run?
That's right. There's sharks down there. And we know sharks. We're the
Just
aqua
regular sharks?
Well, some of them are regular, but some of them are smart sharks. There's also other sea monsters.
A smark, if you will.
Ooh, that's good. Damn, that's good. A smark. Man. Well,
I think we can handle a few sharks.
I understand, but what you probably can't handle is the pressure. Also, there's an incredible amount of pressure down there once you're at sort of the lower depths on the ship.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know how that
assume
works.
this being a deep sea vessel, this is surely not made of carbon fiber that'll compress in an instant and kill us all.
It feels... It's not, of course, but it feels a bad taste to even bring up. The point is,
True.
our ship can handle it. I'm not sure that your spaceship can.
Will my ship handle it?
Your ship probably cannot handle extreme depth and pressure.
Well,
Hmm. Okay.
I mean, I could cast a spell on your ship that might strengthen it.
Well, we'll save that
Let's not.
in case we need that later.
Let's save that for real emergencies here.
Is there anything I could do to my ship to?
Well, I suppose if you wanted to, you could try to. We could help you with some retrofitting, but you know, it's not really your kind of theme. This is what we're all about: going down to the deepest points.
So we'll just
Okay.
consider this an Uber ride down to the. Down to the...
I'm not going down to the trench.
Oh, come on.
I don't know. I mean, it's scary down there. There's nothing to
But-
mine.
How do you know that? Have you been down there?
Well, no, it's really scary.
So how do you know
Truly
there's
it.
nothing to mine? Are you miners or not? I'm very unclear on the whole thing, actually.
I mean, it's a
Thanks.
trench. By definition, a trench is raised earth. There's got to be something to mine.
Bangs, wait a second. What if there's something to mine down there? And Bang says, "Oh, crikey.
Don't you guys have like scanners to tell you?
They don't work down that deep. There's too much, there's a strange kind of, this strange energy interference. It's called, we call it PC.
PC?
Yeah, plot contrivance. There's no way for our scanners to penetrate that area.
Ah,
Oh,
I've run
man.
into that myself many
Wow.
times.
I know,
Yeah.
it's hard, you know, every time you're like every time you're in a complicated romantic relationship and somebody misunderstands something you're saying, and if only you could explain to them, except for all of the
There's
PC
never time.
radiation, it's impossible to get through.
Or there's just never time to
Or
explain.
like whenever you're on a
anything.
remote island and someone is
Yeah.
murdered, suddenly, due to all the PC radiation, you won't be able to get a call out. Also, there's
That's
a
it.
storm.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah.
Always on like the most deserted planets, but that's neither here nor there. Let's maybe if you take us down there, we can help you with your Captain Buzzsaw problem.
Well, you do seem like pretty tough customers. And the fact that you didn't get killed when Captain Hydro saw EMP'd you to send you down to the depths, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like it's just so scary. I mean, I sleep with a nightlight. We all do, but you'd have to have one real bright light to make it bright down there, because it's very dark. Or
I've-
just
I mean,
throwing this out, what if it's not dark? What if you get down there and then it's bright because of monsters? Scary stuff.
My phone's got a
Monsters
flashlight
usually exist
feature.
in the dark, not in the light.
I know, that's what I'm saying. What if these monsters are so tough, they're not scared of the light?
Well, then wouldn't they rise out of the trench?
Oh, Magic Man, you're so innocent.
Look, we can. I'm sure we can find some kind of arrangement to help us out here.
You know, I don't know. I'm just worried about my ship. Worried about my crew. G'day. That being said, Dr. Holden, I would like for you, as you chat with this odd man, to give me a detect vibe read person roll,
All right.
so you can think.
I'm
about-
adding 10 more points to
I
this
love it.
since
So
it
you-
didn't work last time.
So you can think about what is the best way to kind of convince him to help you. I also will say, enough time has passed, all of you may add 1 precious power back if you've
Cool.
expended any.
Hard success.
A hard success. You definitely think that this is a person who has done a lot of work on himself so that he's allowed to admit that he's scared of things. He's trying to not be a tough guy who says, I'm not scared of anything, probably because he saw something that was really scary one time. So the point is, he, he's probably a little gun shy. He's probably a little like, he's had some bad experiences and he's trying to play it very safe. That being said, it never dawned on him that there might be stuff to mine down below. So whatever argument you make, you're going to need to try to make sure that his greed and interest in being the best miner he can be, someday he'll make it into a major. That's a rank in the mining guild, by the way.
Right.
That you can, that maybe you can convince him to take you guys down.
We'll split the treasure with you that we were going after down there.
Treasure, salvage, wow. I mean, treasure's really cool, but I mean, we're miners, so you think the treasure, I mean, I guess maybe there are a bunch of minerals down there. I mean, the pressure's enough that maybe it's create all sorts of cool sea crystals.
Yeah.
Probably.
If carbon gets pressurized enough, it turns into diamonds. There might be diamonds down there.
Let's look at
What
Jim
happens-
astonished. He's-
What happens to diamonds when they get pressurized?
I
They
don't know.
turn into dragon eggs.
Okay.
They turn into netherite, and the netherite ore can be used to make armor of various sorts.
Okay. He kind of he was paying attention to to Jim for a moment. Then Fillion talked, and he was like, got it. And then Jim kept talking, and now he's turning to Dr. Holden Thane and saying, so what kind of stuff do you think could be down there?
Can I just name some rare minerals that I think would get him excited?
Absolutely. You can, if you want to kick some points into like earth science or geoscience.
Oh, you even know earth science.
Yeah,
You can do that.
let's science this.
Cool. What kind of knowledge do you want it to be? Earth science,
Geology, right?
Geology, yeah, absolutely.
Geology science. Everything has to be a science. So,
Exclamation mark.
or I guess rock science.
Rock science. That's fine. Because then, if you ever have to talk about the science of like acoustics for a cool rock and roll solo,
Yeah, then I've also got that. Yeah.
rock science.
Do I start with anything as my base, or do I just
No,
kinda
it's
add?
however many you put in, but you know.
Well, we'll add it 50.
Well, you're a rock scientist. You should know all about base now.
Haven't got to that part yet.
I'm Holden Thane, sex doctor, rock scientist.
Medical doctor.
Oh man.
Next Dr. Rock Scientist MD.
MD.
Just all science. All right. So I don't get to use my general science bonus, just regular rock science roll.
You can do your general science, but I'm gonna do a weird thing here because I forgot that you just have. See, science is more you like applying it to a thing. It's not about recalling information. I'll tell you what. Here's what we'll do: make a rock science roll, but throw on your science bonus.
Yeah, let's do that. Rock science. That is a 29.
29. You just
Hard
slipped
success.
under a hard success. You can begin telling him about various materials that can sometimes be found deep under the sea on other planets. Of course, your scans can't penetrate the area due to all the PC radiation, but
Yeah.
you can give him some. And I'll say that because you sort of do that and have had a hard success, this will count as a charm persuade for you.
Oh, right.
One thing I've been looking at, how's the driving, the steering, column of this vehicle? Something that looks familiar, drivable to me, in case it comes to that.
I will say that from what you've seen of this ship and the other one, you suspect these you'd be able to handle pretty well.
Uh-huh.
And as they will explain, their suits and their craft are also rated for super deep sea.
Uh-huh.
So you could always borrow one of these.
Alrighty.
Run around on one of those. As a preview, I'll show you what it would look like.
Well, in the name of safety, we got to put on safety equipment, right? The
It would look
proper
like
equipment for a dive.
Yep.
Just the helmet.
Yep, that's all. It's up to that makes your body proof to pressure, just like that.
Okay. Makes sense to me. The science just works.
Yep.
All right, you got any spare helmets there, Captain Major
Well,
Minor?
If we do go down, we can certainly set you guys up with some dive equipment. We'll let you take some of the risks, believe me, because again, it's really scary
Aye, aye.
down there.
You want to tell us what happened? Want to talk about it?
What happened? Ha 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 ha! I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
Oh,
Mm,
okay. Maybe I was getting the wrong read.
On an unrelated note, I've started chopping onions in another room, and I'm gonna go do that now. Bangs, let him go ahead and let's chart a path, and we'll settle for a bit.
I'll
He tries
lean
to
in.
slam the door behind him, but he goes through it to like slam the door, but instead it's like.
I will lean into Dr. Holden Thane and say,
If you think it is important, I can compel him to tell us the truth.
I don't. It'll be fine.
Very well.
The sooner we can get down there, the better.
Do we know what we're looking for?
Nope.
Assuming
Okay.
another temple like the one we ran into before.
Probably looks similar to the goblet in design of some sort.
So we're looking for an underwater talk-easy of bats.
Yes.
Probably.
Okay.
Sea bats, underwater bats.
I'll just look over to them. Don't
G'day,
worry
g'day.
about it.
G'day.
Good day.
G'day.
It is a rather fine day, yes.
G'day.
All right. Bangs, I believe you're now in command of the vessel now.
Oh, not oddly.
Cool.
Boomerang's still here. I'm just sort of, no, I'm just gonna put in a course and give everyone their orders and put the plan together, and then Boomerang give the order to actually.
Well, shall we start heading down?
Well, I suppose we can. Yeah, suppose we can. Might as well.
I'm gonna before we go down,
Mhm.
I'm gonna set my ship to just go back up and hover.
Do you want to bring Treason and Quill with you, or do you want to leave them in the ship hovering up there? I will say this, in an out-of-game situation, I don't know if we will finish this dive today. We might. I don't know.
We'll
if
bring
we
them.
will.
We'll bring them in,
Okay. So we'll collect Treason and Quill.
and then send my ship up and so that it can charge, but be safe from everything.
So these two will kind of. Well, Quill's gone forever. She'll kind of. And then. Oh, you see the shadow of it passing? That's just my arm. God damn it. That would have been so cool. All right.
Watch out, ILM. We've got the next big star here.
I found Quill. It's just back there. So.
God.
Are there any other plans you'd like to undertake, or you're right now you're just like, forget it, let's head straight down there?
I have no reason to stop us.
Is there anything else I should can do to their ship to help?
I'll tell you what. Why don't you do I'll let you make an operate equipment just to look around the ship to kind of get your bearings on it.
12. Extreme.
It's an extreme success. Yeah, the ship. They seem to be in a pretty good situation here. There, you can point out some like you might want to put a new seal on that valve or this, that, whatever. But for the most part, it seems like Boomerang Outback. Really
One thing
just
I want to
put the
do
ship together.
during the dive is check in the glove compartment, see if there's an owner's manual for this thing, and just start flipping through it.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigate roll. Investigate
Alright.
research.
79.
You find nothing of note, unless you want to spend power to try to reroll.
Good luck.
Nah. I find nothing in the glove compartment. So there we go.
Not even
Could I
close. Yes, Phil.
make an analyze or a calculator or something like that would sort of prepare me for how trying to cast underwater might be affected,
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, let's.
so I can kind of prepare for that.
Which one? I think analyze or calculate could both work. Which would you like to do?
Let's do calculate.
And then, Jim, do you want to give them the coordinates that we were looking for?
Yeah, of course.
40, so regular success.
What?
It will be much easier if you're in a helmet, so that you can still talk.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're worried that sometimes when you say the verbal component of a spell, the water will change the shape of your mouth, and you might cast the wrong spell.
Okay.
You might be like fireball,
Well.
and instead it's a potato ball,
Yeah.
and it does 8d6. It does 8d6 deliciousness.
It's very true that vocal posture is the most important fundamental skill in magic, and not a lot of people talk about it.
Is it?
Yes. The
All right.
difference between an and an is monumental.
Huh?
Really?
Huh?
Yes. An
Huh?
would have saved the temple.
Huh?
Huh.
Huh?
Now I'm even more worried.
Huh? Good eye?
do,
Good eye.
do I need to bring any gear from our ship?
This is all undersea stuff. You and of course, I mean, let's not we're not gonna joke around here. You have your standard gear, obviously. You have a laser pistol in one hand, and you have your standard scanner / walkie-talkie in the other. So you're pretty good. The ship dives, and at this point, we're gonna cut away from the ship.
To the Commodore for no reason.
To see, I have him over there. I could, but no. Vroom, boom, vroom, boom, vroom, boom.
Oh, what's my blub, 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 blub? You can't hear what I'm saying? Blub. What we call it, blub, 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 blub.
Yeah, that's all we'll do. That's fine. So. As you guys dive below the waves, I would like for one of you to make me a luck roll.
What roll?
A luck roll.
My luck's 66.
Execute Order 66.
Execute order.
All right.
Have
The
you
Jedi
heard
are
the
going
tragedy?
What's your luck, Killian?
59.
Oh, mine's 75, but
Do you want to go for it then?
Go.
I believe in you, Jim.
Go ahead, Jim.
All right.
Damn it,
Trust
Jimmy.
the luck.
Yeah.
I am the Senate. This one flew outside of the thing, but it landed on 7D3. I'll accept that. So,
So,
yeah.
you guys,
No luck.
as you guys dive,
Well.
coming, you now see, as you kind of they can say oi, hey, look. Or, no, that's the wrong voice. Boomerang Outback will come in and say, hey, everyone, we're diving. Great, cool, just like I commanded. Hey, you won't be able to see it because, although actually canonically the submarine does have a massive clear glass that can hold up to anything. So yeah, come and look at it through this red tinted glass, and you'll see we're entering the trench. Sure enough, you see. Then looks out and goes, "Oh, it's so dark, I'm so scared." And you see that though there are some search beacons shining off of your vessel, you are entering a massive trench on the ocean floor. So in other words, rising up from the bottom are some seaweed. Ooh, but you guys are going below the seaweed.
You sure you don't want to talk about it, man?
Talk about what? Nothing. I
I
don't.
think you might need some therapy.
However, thanks to the luck roll you made, you are
Thanks
not,
to it?
Thanks to the luck roll fail, you are not entirely unobserved and moving out. Ooh, yeah. Here's what we'll do. We'll do
Who's this now?
seeing you there, hitting a button.
Captain Hunter, sir. I'm seeing he's entering the trench. Shall I follow? Understood. Ray Hunter out.
Ooh.
I suppose that fellow's too small for the radar to pick up.
Yes. Here in the trench. Yes, correct.
I have to point out the plot.
More
holes.
of the PC.
Yeah.
PC interference.
Of course.
All right. So,
We're not going to be like Cinema Sins here.
Boom, boom. They are going to be taking you here. You'll have another beat of time. Another hour passes as well, so you can. Anyone who needs to regain power may regain a little more power. If there's anything else you guys would like to chat about or do, but you think you'll be getting to your destination quickly, if you want to get to your destination even more quickly, someone could assist with a navigate roll.
Oh, I can definitely help with navigation.
Go for
I
it.
got a bonus there.
Oh yeah, and a high score. My goodness.
Yeah. This one is 25, which is a hard success.
With a hard success, you get even closer to your goal, and sure enough, eventually, as you're sort of coming down, you do see under the water. I guess I'll give the line to Treason because it is she who would say it. But as you guys get low, searchlights sweeping across, seeking out information, the creepy blips of the Sodar, boop, boop. Treason suddenly gets up to the window, and it's like you're seeing her, like through the red. But Treason will just go, birds! And sure enough, you see that there is a bizarre, very old and ragged stone carving of what Treason calls a bird, but is actually a bat. And it seems to be at the entrance to an undersea cave. Not a sort of masoned, well-worked sort of temple facade. It's just kind of an empty opening. But there's this one statue outside of it and some runes carved atop the passage.
Huh.
I think
Looks like we hit target.
Do they look like the same runes? I don't remember if we remember to decipher those runes.
You did actually remember those runes. They do look of the same variety.
Well,
And
this
we-
appears to be the place.
Oh,
Well,
that's so
this-
scary.
well, this you really got to talk about this, but
No, I was just gonna say, guys, I'm really sorry. We're not gonna be able to take the shark one in there. It's too narrow a passage. Sorry, we can't go in.
is it really too narrow, or is he just being? Is it giant and he's just being?
Guys, there's no way that'll fit. There's no way that'll fit.
But it's
No, Dr. Holden Thane, looking at it, I mean, this would not, actually do a calculate.
Would you like me to shrink this ship?
No, what? My God, no, absolutely
It'll
not.
just be temporary.
39 regular success.
Regular success. The ship probably would get stuck pretty quickly. It is a narrow aperture. But he does not
Do we
like the
have-
sound of shrinking the ship. No, that sounds
We have
it's terrible.
smaller vessels that we could take in.
Yeah, I suppose I can loan you some of our personal undersea watercraft.
And those will hold up to the pressure down here.
Oh yeah, all our equipment does, and we'll loan you, helmets.
All right.
All set there, but
Well, your helmet will
Oh,
crack.
You are.
These won't.
no, it won't. It's too cool. I can't. I can't take it off again.
Oh man,
Not gonna do it.
I really respect how brave and cool you are. Real sex doctor, big sex doctor energy.
That's, why does everyone keep telling me?
ESD. Yep, that's what
Oh,
that guy's got.
Is it the outfits? The all black?
No,
or is it a leather outfit?
no, I think it's just that you're a sex doctor.
I mean, I am now.
All right.
It's a pretty easy science, but
There is a rather sex doctor aura that emanates from you.
I literally had no one ever tell me that until I
You got a
met that
podcast?
French pirate.
Well, perhaps none other than space mages could see it. Perhaps you needed a traditional mage to see it.
Got a.
Uh,
I imagine you got a podcast, yeah? Podcast?
I mean, I
You
can.
got a podcast about sex?
I was gonna write a book.
Yeah, you got a book about sex and a podcast about sex.
Yeah, not quite yet. I'll
You
finish
got a
it
call-in
later.
show about 6?
Yeah, I don't think there's any money in call-in shows anymore. I think it is the podcast.
Oh
What?
no.
Yeah, but that'll be after whatever we're done with whatever we need to do here.
Podcast.
I have to put in podcast production now as a knowledge.
Oh no.
Oh no. The knowledge of podcast production. It's actually not hard. It's just what you need.
Based off a lot of podcasts,
Stamps.com.
based off a lot of podcasts I've listened to, not necessary.
All right.
All right. So, Treason, I think, will stay aboard here. She can always come out after you guys. But for now, Jim, are you going to put on one of their spacesuits? They're not spacesuits. They're undersea suits. They're dive suits.
Yeah. I'll put on the helmet.
Jim,
And I'll prep one of the driving vehicles,
Mhm.
undersea vehicles.
and as you sort of check the undersea vehicle, you're kind of like having some real, like, you know, Anakin Skywalker. All right, let's try rolling. That's a neat trick. You know, you get you get the controls pretty easy. Catch on
yeah.
pretty quick, kid. That's what Rick Ollier says. Rick Ollier. That's the pilot of the of Amidala's Naboo cruiser.
Wow.
Philion,
Yes.
are you going to put on one of these helmets?
I will.
Okay.
Do you stuff your beard within the helmet too?
He's got to take
No.
off beard. He's got to take off both pieces of that.
I could also not if it's easier.
Two.
I'm sure my magic will protect me.
What you can't, however, do, Philion, is there's no way for you to sit because you wear a dress. So there's Philion. Okay. Dr. Holden Thane.
No.
Are you sure you don't? I mean, I'm worried about your helmet cracking. I'm not going with you guys, so I'm super happy to loan you my my spacesuit.
Can I do an analyze and see if my helmet will work for science?
Go ahead and make a. This would. Yeah, you could do science on this.
Doing some simulations to see what the pressure
Yeah,
is your
hard
helmet.
success.
With a hard success, their helmets will last indefinitely. I mean, they would run out of air at some point, but their helmets, like, provided they, you know, can like recirculate air and do whatever, you know, and get more. They have backup tanks, whatever. They also have higher capacity tanks than your little tanks. You just got 2 little tanks back there. They've got also 2 little tanks, but there's more going on, so I'm going to say they got more oxygen. Their breathers will last much longer than yours. And when
Can I
yours
just-
fails, it'll be like a problem. But you do believe that in your highly advanced suit, you'd have maybe an hour.
Can I do some kind of hot fix to extend that? Expending some power if needed.
Sure, if you want to retrofit your own with power.
Yes.
Yeah, you could do, You don't, it's not lasers or spacecraft. Do a research roll. Investigate
I
research.
have gadgets and robotics.
You do. Ooh, that's a good point. Do a gadgets and robotics. Do a roll for that first.
A regular success.
With a regular success.
But I'm gonna-
gadgets and robotics.
I'm gonna re-roll.
Okay.
You want a really hard success?
Yeah. Hard success. 29.
Hard success. You could probably like the best you could hope for with a suit like this, which is your suit is for like the vacuum of space, like the absence of pressure, basically.
Yep.
So like you're trying to like keep pressure within your suit rather than depressurize. You'd have to make a roll. You'd have to spend a little bit of power, and you're still never going to be like infinitely, you know, okay in there. But you could probably reinforce you could spend about 3 power to reinforce it so it would last for like 3 hours.
And theirs is more indefinite.
Theirs is more indefinite. I also would say make an analyze roll.
Extreme.
You're being
A
illogical.
3.
You're being illogical. You should just use one of their custom made
Fine.
suits.
Let's see.
A 3? You got a 3?
Yeah.
No, that's a vital success.
Ah.
So really what you would probably say with a vital success is, yeah, this is more about me than it is about them.
Fine, I'll wear their stupid.
And I'm going to tell you the very first thing that each of you thinks as you put on your helmets, gentlemen.
Is it a good day?
Is this would be way more comfortable if you had a beanie on.
There's no padding inside?
No, it would be,
Oh, man.
it would be much better with a beanie.
I've tucked my beard up to pad myself. That's what I've done when I've had to wear plate mail.
Filian's beard is like coming down into his bionicle eye.
All right.
So,
Rev up my flotations underwater scooter thing.
So, Bangs will say, "Yeah, all right, we're gonna let you out the back and good luck. Have a bonza day.
All right.
Bloomin' onion. That's right. The back part opens. And then that is the back.
Forward, Iron Beast!
The helmet is so uncomfortable.
It is. And now, the 3 guys.
Just 3 dudes being dudes out here in the ocean.
Oh, you guys can finally talk about guy stuff. Now that Treason's not here. So, as you guys are going to go into this cave,
Yep.
they go into the cave.
So, Doctor, are you in that suit 24/7?
I mean, when I'm on the job.
Does it? Do you also do your business within the suit?
Oh, if it comes to that, yeah, we have. Our tech will take care of that. We don't even have to do like recycling or anything. It
Huh.
keeps it nice and clean.
I just rolled a 97 for the lookout from your friends, so the Ray Hunter has gotten in to the cave behind you guys.
Of
So
course,
they fumbled.
I think I gave them a 50 for luck, so they did not fumble, but they're,
Okay.
yeah.
of course.
Well, so since none of us knows that it's a race in there, we're just leisurely going in safely.
So yeah, as you head in, we'll say that you do have like lamps on the front of your sort of stuff. So as you're sort of looking around down here, let's have you all. Here are some rolls that could be made. Maybe each of you can pick one of these. We could do a certainly a navigate would make sense. A look could make sense. Even investigate could make sense. I would also say like an operate equipment or drive. You know, you could sort of do that as like I'll handle, having us a good path through here kind of thing. So basically whatever, any things you'd like to attempt, please let me know. We're just going to
I have a 90 in drive plus a bonus, so I'm doing that.
All right. So go ahead, Jim. I almost call you your posted username every time.
Whoops.
Because I forget everyone's names.
And I forget to change it. I am not this. I am this. There we go. 3. That's a vital success.
A vital success it is. Wow.
Is that the maximum?
Yeah, vitals is as good as it gets. Nice. All right.
Hooray.
So, thanks to Jim, like Jim is doing such a good job of like going through these, like, honestly, Jim is doing, like, too good a job. Like, Jim is making it more complicated than it needs to be. But then, because it's a vital success, Jim slows down and begins to operate this machine so well that he leaves a perfect bubble trail for you two to follow, so that you guys can kind of just get into his wake and not be in trouble. So the driving is sort of covered for all three of you, thanks to Jim.
Hooray!
Right.
Filion, what would you like to try?
I think I will navigate.
Love it. Give us a navigate roll. These are called Shark Scouts, by the way, that you're on.
Shark Scouts.
You're on Shark Scouts. Yeah. I knew they had a cool name.
Let's spend a power to reroll. It's so on the edge, but I want to improve this skill. That's why I'm choosing.
Of
I
course.
could spend 2 luck to make it a success. But I want to improve this
No?
skill.
Want to raise it.
There you go. So that is a 58. That is a regular success.
A 58. You understanding the caverns and understanding sort of you've now seen these sort of drawings of the goblet stuff that they've showed you. You are able to sorry, that's not you. You are able to kind of like over radios make some suggestions to the perfectly driving Jim as to where you should go through this Byzantine way, and you avoid sort of peeking in from one side. The shark didn't have anyone to eat. Very sad. Nice work.
Perhaps on the way out.
Dr. Holden Thane.
I rolled an operate equipment roll, but if
Okay.
that's redundant to what these guys have, I can roll up investigate instead.
No, we haven't used that this
Which
session.
is there one you haven't used yet?
Investigate.
Let's
Haven't
do
used.
investigate then. This is just an opportunity for you guys to level some stuff up. That's all.
Yeah.
That is a regular success.
And you're using your scanners. With a regular success, you're not finding anything good to mine down here. So
I had a
those
vital
guys-
success in my operate equipment, but
Oh. Well, there's
no,
nothing.
we'll keep it.
You get to click the
We'll
box, though.
investigate. Yeah.
Nothing to mine, but as you're sort of scanning through, you are getting energy. Though it's hard to tell through the water is not the same as like PC radiation. And I'm worried that PC radiation sounds like I'm complaining about political correctness when it's plot contrivance radiation. So I'm just going to periodically explain what plot contrivance radiation is. It's basically the interference that makes plots happen. Dr. Holden Thane, as you go
I believe
through, yeah,
That's what all of Lost was surrounded in.
that's what it was built on. We built
That
this
was
city.
the smoke monster, was the block contrivance.
I believe
Yeah.
Sir Terry Pratchett called it narrativium.
There you go. That's a great term for it.
Rip in peace, Sir Terry Pratchett.
With a normal success on this, you begin to find a direction. You're kind of, though Jim is handling the driving, Philly handling the navigation, Dr. Holden Thane doing this, it's also in concert. Dr. Holden Thane, you'll be like, ooh, wait, we're gonna think back this way, and then Jim will have to turn around, and you'll have to rerouting, and you'll say, yeah, I'm getting my scans over here, as you are picking up energy, like what you found in the room where you found the goblin.
Yes, Jim. It's 35 magics up on the right.
Again, that's
What? I cannot see any magic. I don't have your eye, man.
it's meters. 35.
What's a meter?
meters. Oh God.
In some unpopular sports, like track and swimming.
Nobody knows.
Can you convert that into a real
Impossible.
unit?
Is it, yeah, how do you spell it? Impossible. No one knows.
That
They will
still
never
makes
line
me
up.
laugh.
They will never line up. I also like how you couldn't take your spaceship down here because it's not pressure rated.
But yeah, we're
Bare
riding around in
hands.
these things. Yeah,
You don't need gloves as long as you have that on. You're fine.
it's all in the PC. It's in the
Exactly.
in that PC radiation.
Also, look, you can almost see his very just happy, chill face. In
Well, it
I
is a
don't-
spaceship, not a trench ship. You know. You can't
I
sell you
think-
more Legos if it can do everything.
I had to leave my helmet behind. I had to leave my ship
Yeah,
behind.
do you guys remember how many different Batman action figures there would be?
Oh my god.
Like it's like Batman can't walk across the street without putting on his green walk across the street
Yeah.
Batman suit.
Yeah.
Anyway, you
I guess what we're
watch.
saying is, Dr. Holden Thane, is you need to get up just a crap load more suits. One for every
Yeah.
occasion.
Apparently,
It'll be fun
One
to
for your
switch.
sex doctoring, some for your rock sciencing.
yeah. Some from medical sciencing.
Yeah, well, the trick with it though, for
medicine.
Yeah. How do you think I put that eye in you?
I mean, here's the thing. There's a lot of like
Magic.
the nice thing about the Dr. Holden Thane said, the nice thing about like the Blacktron thing is though you do need different suits, they're all pretty similar. So for example, this is your standard suit for Dr. Holden Thane. You know, that's like a standard Blacktron. Okay.
Yeah.
And then if you wanted like this would be like the formal version. Right?
Hmm.
Okay. Now, if you want the like cold weather Arctic Explorer,
Sure.
is that the right? Yeah, it would be this.
Okay. What about like casual? Like going to the beach.
This. Now, if you want the tactical combat, is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Okay. There's that.
What if you're invited to a wedding that's black tie optional,
Mm.
and or has something that says cocktail attire? What is that?
Have anything? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Would be.
I'm content to do this for the next half hour.
that'd be that.
And what
I'm
happened?
actually taking him apart every time. That's what's so stupid.
Wait,
about
are
this.
you?
Yes.
Yeah. What is the option if he's invited to a white party?
Great question. White party is nope. That's sorry. That's the wrong head. Okay. That's the original Philion head. Here's the white party look.
All right. And finally, he's invited to a Thanksgiving dinner and a Friendsgiving dinner, and he's cutting the turkey.
Oh yeah, it's like a seat of honor kind of thing.
Oh, of course. He's the doctor. I mean, the only one who has more degrees than him is probably Barbie.
He's cutting the turkey. It would be this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good joke.
I mean, was it?
I'm not done with it yet.
God in heaven. I don't know what. I don't even know. I'm not even trying to kill time. I don't know why this is the energy tonight.
I mean, you guys all did say today felt a little off. This is both the best and worst show we've ever done.
Pierce was a fan. Pierce was clearly a fan of, like, our mining operation being a girl at the dance.
Oh boy.
Can't just handle these spiders anymore.
Well, yeah, you're a doctor, not a teacher.
Anyway, however, would you guys like to see Dr. Holden Thane's, like, deep sea diver outfit?
Oh yeah, of course.
There you go. So, back to that. Dr. Holden Thane.
Yes.
All right.
with all your scanning, all your looking around, you guys have identified the area that had that similar kind of energy. Go ahead and make... I'm going to have specific rules for this. I would like for Jim to make a look roll.
Okay.
I would like for Dr. Holden Thane to make an operate equipment as you do one last scan. And I would like for Philion.
Yes.
Oh, actually, Philion, you should do the look roll. Jim, you should do... Let me give you one that you're sort of good at here. Jim, just give me a detect vibe.
Detect
You
vibe.
can put some points into that of your remaining points if you wanted to. You still have 100 if you want to make yourself better at that before you do this, or just roll it.
Is Jim a guy that? Yeah, he's a guy that detects vibes. There we
He
go.
passed the vibe check.
Of course. And
Jim has been so accurate about everything that's going on around him during this whole experience.
yeah.
Seems like he's great at reading the vibe.
Jim is like, wow, like I bet that Jim thinks that you guys are only like you guys are directly under the water, like the Finding Nemo boat at Disneyland. It used to be 20,000 years or so. He's just like directly underwater.
Normal success for detect vibe, read person.
Detect vibe. Jim, you feel something dangerous as you get to this point. There's a sense that something's wrong here. Something like you because you've been so good on your stuff, you instantly stop your car and somehow you put it into the reverse so that you use your sort of flippers to so you can just like stop right where you are, and then these two dummies kind of bounce to the back of you.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Dr. Holden Thane, do your scan.
I got a 28, so hard success.
You were detecting a lot of like refined, advanced metal and equipment in the area. By a lot, I should say, like the same amount as your sort of like shark scouts.
All right. So we're not alone.
Seemingly not alone.
No, well, there are 3 of us here.
I mean, there's someone else here as well.
Hmm.
I should be able to find them.
Go ahead, Mr. Go ahead, Philion, and tell me your...
Extreme. 15 extreme.
Dang.
One thing that is necessary about a bionicle eye in this circumstance. Oh, can you even see the bionicle eye in there? Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
As you look around, the advantage that you have that they don't have with a bionicle eye. It's even than the scanner that Dr. Holden Thane did a good job, and he can tell.
If I had my helmet, I
yeah,
would.
his helmet, oh boy. But you are able to locate the location, hiding, sort of like lurking, like on the edge of this sort of like passage that you're in. You suddenly like light up, and you see there's another ship in here.
There's another metal beast of some kind here.
Vessel.
Where?
About 45 magics that way.
Meters. Meters.
What?
I don't even know hers.
Oh man, why would you do what? Text Dan that you did that. He'll be really happy. He'll really be happy that you said that. No one takes him seriously. We're always so mad at him.
Has he seen us?
Can I tell if I mean,
I think with your extreme success and kind of the bad vibe they've got, it does appear that this mysterious undersea raider is lying in wait, waiting for you guys to enter the area that you've come to, drop in behind you.
With my knowledge of deep sea monsters, it appears like it is waiting in to attack us, like it is laying a trap. It is waiting to pounce.
Well, maybe we should trap the trapper.
Oh,
Holden
quite
Thane
clever.
shot first.
I don't think we're able to shoot anybody. He says, I don't think this thing will be very effective down here.
This
Oh.
might be PC interference. It could probably do something, but it might not be as effective as usual because of PC.
Yeah.
Probably more like a little taser instead down here.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys should have taken Bangs' nobody took Bangs' harpoon gun.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Actually, you know what? You can all make a luck roll, but be aware you need more than just a normal success to have a harpoon gun on your ship.
Just a normal success for me.
Okay?
I got an extreme.
Extreme. What about you, Philion?
91.
Okay. Philion, we'll say that Philion had one,
His
but
ship starts breaking.
Philion's like, let's see, do I have anything? And you open a compartment up and it just goes.
Oh, I seem to there's a gauge on my screen. It's O and a 2, and half of it just disappeared.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Jim, you had nothing in yours. But Dr. Holden saying there is a harpoon gun if you want it. Or if you
Yes.
want to give it to Jim or something.
I'll give it to Jim.
What, you want me to shoot first?
I mean, do you know how to operate this?
That's under physicality, right?
It's under a coordination, I think.
Coordination. Fine motor skill. Average amount, I suppose.
Yeah. I'd let you do an operate equipment for this. Really, it should be probably more it should really be a fight.
Fight.
Because, it does take physical.
If I had to rate it, it would be like 6 out of 10 chance.
Yeah. Actually, either way, it's going to be a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take this.
I'm just a civilian here, but okay.
And maybe we can we
Alright.
like set one of these on like auto ahead to like have him jump at it and then come in behind him?
Ooh, I like it. Absolutely. That would just be an operate equipment to figure that off. And who's going to get off of their vehicle and do that?
Jillian, why don't you ride with Jim?
Certainly.
That's
Yours is already.
That's. I mean, only one person's fitting on any of these, especially this guy, because
You can't like ride behind?
You can just hold on to it. Hold on to the little arm there.
That's more what it would be. All right, so.
Well, if you can't fit inside, then I guess I should be the one to go out there.
No, he'll do this.
But-
That's fine.
There we go. Why is he flying that way? Why is he flying backwards?
You know what?
Well, you're looking forwards. One of us needs to look behind us in case something comes at us from behind.
If you want him forwards, there you go.
But I suppose I can listen to you in this respect.
What about to the side?
Wait, what is that off to the side?
We're just gonna say this is where he is because he's kind of.
Oh god.
It was nothing.
Okay, so you guys are gonna send one of the
Shark scouts.
yeah.
Send
Yeah.
them off forward to get the first strike.
All right, so go ahead, Dr. Holden Thane. Operate equipment to send this off, so that he thinks that you're all going.
Should we like set it to like overload or something, or
We don't own this, so
we'll tell him it was the monsters. He seems scared of something down here.
I mean, like, you don't know how to use this in that way, right? Does it even have that feature? Not everything has a self-destruct.
I can blow up anything. All right, there's one thing I can do.
It's harder to do underwater, but sure.
But fine, Jim. I won't blow this one up.
I mean, it's only for rent. I'm not paying insurance for
We're
it.
not paying anything. They don't have any of your information.
I don't want them to sue us for damaging their equipment on loan to us.
I don't think I'm worried about the Miners Guild attorneys, but all right, we'll send it in.
Oh man.
Those minor attorneys, they're not like, how are they even practicing?
Right? It's a hard success.
They're 1Ls at best. A hard success. With a hard success. This goes up. Hard success, you say. I am going to roll a detect vibe for this bad guy. He must beat a hard success, I suppose. I'll give the tie to you. Because
All
you'll
right.
come up with a plan. So basically, since he needs an extreme, you guys are in pretty good shape. You just don't want him to roll a 15 or lower.
I want him to roll a fumble.
0-0.
It wasn't a fumble, but it was just a failure. Well, not a failure. It was a success, but not a. So basically, that ship goes through and out of the darkness. Kind of coming up upon it is this ray, but then he sees that there's no one on it.
And then we'll zip it.
And then you two zip in from behind. Go ahead and make another drive roll, Jim, and Dr. Holden Thane. Give me a It's really not space equipment. It's not space. I tell you what, you can do a spacecraft with a penalty, or you can just do
I'll do spacecraft with. What was the other one? Sorry.
There's no just do it. Just roll a spacecraft with a penalty. That's correct. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
And you can only spend 1 power to get rid of the penalty.
I'll do that.
Cool.
I rolled a 90 and a 70. But they're
A
both
60.
successes. It just feels weird that none of them's a hard
Yeah.
success.
They're both
A 60.
A 60. Okay,
Regular
cool.
success.
So you guys managed to, it was one thing zipping around those caverns like this, but now that you're in a combat thing, you're both kind of you're able to position yourselves behind. But we'll say that because it was only at the normal success, you're in position, but your well-versed foe has managed to do a Dark Knight bat pod up against the wall style turn around to face
Oh
you.
shit, Jim. Why can't you do that?
And as you guys approach, it is now time. I assume this is a combat scenario.
I guess.
So with
Roll for
Philion-
initiative.
with Philion holding onto the side, you with the thing. The nice thing is, though it is a combat, this will be a sort of single round combat situation that Treason misses. Sorry, Treason. So, this guy seems like he's a pretty serious customer. You as a group will need the baseline for this will be hard successes, but if you only get normals, that won't be enough. If you get extremes, that'll counteract normals. Failures, of course, will be bad. Philion, are you going to do a magical attack? What's your plan going to be? You can cast without problems because you are wearing a suit.
Yes. So,
I would like to to use magic. I would like to use thaumaturgy to make the sound of a fearsome nautiloid in an attempt to intimidate this person to flee.
Interesting. Okay. The sound of a nautiloid. Philion, do you know
I
what a
was
nautiloid sounds
I
like?
was frantically trying to look up whatever medieval sea monsters were, and Nautiloid is what came to mind.
Kraken.
Okay. Is that a
what-
thing that you are? Is that do you want to spend some
as
knowledge
I-
points
as-
to know about that, or do you just want to make a general scary noise?
As I understand it, from what I heard from some of the sailors one time, is it sounds like the screeching of a dying phoenix.
Fair enough. Make a magic roll.
Okay.
I do, however, think I'm not going to give you a penalty because the magic will not be affected by what you're doing, but definitely the acoustics of water is different than what you're used to.
Sure.
But go ahead and make yours. Actually, yeah, that can happen before anything else.
Cantrip, right? So it doesn't take power to cast that.
Doesn't take
Correct.
power to cast that.
59. It's a regular success.
Regular success. So you do make like a creepy noise that's kind of like sort of echoing in the way. Dr. Holden, Thane, and Jim, what will you guys be doing for this combat sequence?
Well, I got the harpoon gun, so for my neutral special, I'll wield a gun.
Okay. So go ahead and do a fight, I guess, for that.
All right. And I'll do as much power as I need to make it successful.
Understood. Well, do you want to add power before you roll? Because you get your re-roll with that power. Which is
Okay, yeah. So it's already spent 1 power. So
Okay.
what is that, a bonus?
So yeah, if you spend 1 power, you'll have
Okay.
1 bonus on it, and then every time you re-roll, you'll still have that bonus.
All right. Ooh, this one's a 15, which is
Hard success.
this hard success, yeah.
You could re-roll, or you could spend 3 luck to make it extreme, but then you will you won't be able to check the box.
Let's see, what's the chances to get lower than?
They just spend the 3 luck and then you're good,
But then he
right?
doesn't get to check the box.
Ah,
You know what? If I re-roll
You can
and they're
keep your
higher
old
than
roll.
15, all right. So I might as well just spend a few power.
Sure. Spend
All
a
right, I have to
second
get
power
lower
to
than
try.
15. I didn't. That's fine. Just keep it hard success.
Hard success of 15. Okay, but you get to click the box. Dr. Holden.
Hey.
Thane.
can I like jump over to his boat
Okay.
Commandeer.
and then try to like either short out his cruiser, or kind of zap him with whatever my laser
I mean,
pistol can
you can
actually
shoot
do.
a laser at him. It's fine. I'm not.
It'll
gonna-
work in the
a
water.
laser will work. You're not. It's like, yeah. You can try to blast him with a laser. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll do that.
But because if you want to jump across, you totally should do that. But that is going to involve like it's just like an old Star Wars game. You'll have to make 2 rolls, both with penalties, if you're doing
Yeah.
more than one thing. All right, so you're going to try to take the shot with your laser. Roll a laser, Dr. Holden. Thane. Gonna add any power first. And for anyone who hasn't seen us use this system, basically what happens in this is a combat sequence, so they all make their roll based on how it is, and I will explain how it all turns out. Yes, Philion.
Leviathan. That was the word I was trying to remember.
Leviathan?
Yeah.
It's fine though. I've said what I said. We do
No.
what we do.
It's
I got a 1.
you got a 1?
Yes.
Okay, well that's good.
The one game system where rolling a 1 is
Dude,
fantastic.
that's why this system speaks to me so well.
So,
Nat 1, let's go.
and what was your goal here? You said you wanted to trap him? Does that mean you're just killing him, or were you trying to take this guy hostage?
Like more of like disable his.
Understood. So, basically what happens is the situation begins. Philion casts a spell that kind of, and I'm sure he warns the 2 of you of it's going to be a weird sound, and suddenly there's this like kind of roaring like thing, but because it's all underwater, the sound of it is muddied and it's definitely disturbing. But this person kind of, he's more focused on you as he's kind of reaching for his weapons. He begins to fire out terrifying little spines at you, so as you guys are sort of twisting around. Philion, because you were simply holding on to someone else's ship, I'm not going to have you roll like dodges. You're just kind of, at the sort of way of Jim doing his. Because Jim has rolled a hard success, sort of like meeting the requirement level for this combat. You are able to mostly keep your ship sort of out of trouble, and you shoot off a harpoon. Actually, these have been in here since the 90s. I don't know that this harpoon will come out. The point is, you shoot a harpoon, and you do make contact with his vessel, which sort of sends him reeling. In response to this, he's ready. He knows what's coming. That's
Scratch
why
the paint.
he pulls knives off of his thing.
Oh man, Knives Out.
Knives Out 2. Glass onions. He has glass onions all over his. This is called the Recon Ray, by the way. This ship. Ooh, and he's gonna do something based solely on the condition to which I find his hands. He's wielding knives mixed style. 1 up, 1 down, baby! So, as his ship is sort of like reeling from the 1 torpedo, the sort of harpoon you got into it, he's preparing to sort of like, he's still shooting stuff at this. That is when your boy, Holden Thane, kind of coming in from the side, uses his perfect laser shot to hit the recon ray, sending it careening into some rocks and crashing there. This guy with knives is now floating with knives out, but he will not have the speed to sort of catch up with you. Dr. Holden Thane, do you blast him too, or are you just kind of gonna like leave him here and you guys will carry on?
Is there like a stun or a non-lethal?
Absolutely. With a
Blast.
one, your shots are just like pew, pew, and you're like, and to stun. And just as he's like floating through, kind of like raising and lowering his knives in a weird fashion, you're just like, and he.
Ass up. He's floating.
Oh,
And he starts floating.
He hits the ceiling of the cave. Does he turn the other way so then he's
No, he has to remain ass up.
ah? Our friends just see this guy float up, ass up.
I'm imagining I'm fully going into the Wrath of Khan, and it's bum bum bada ba bum 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 bum, bagpipe, and then into full orchestra playing. So as he sort of floats up, probably does hit the roof of the cave, you guys can retrieve Thilion's Shark Scout and carry on. And that is where we'll end today's session.
Yay!
Excellent work. Now, a bit of housekeeping stuff for this. So well done. We'll maybe have Treason use PC interference to suddenly catch up with you guys at the start of next session. But
We'll radio her and tell her
Exactly.
what's just transpired.
But speaking of our next session, we do not have a game next week. Next week we're actually off all week long. We're going to have we're going to have this game tonight. We have a game on Wednesday, which will be a Top Flight game, and then we have a game on Friday of Blood from a Stone, and then we are off for kind of like basically like a full week's worth, and our next game will then be after Friday. Our next game is 2 weeks from. Oh no, next game would then be a Strange Lore on the 26th. So
Excellent.
So 2 weeks from tonight, we're back with this. 1 week from tonight, I'll be on an airplane, I think. So there you go. But I'm excited to see what happens with the theme party. Once again, you make so much more progress in this silly game than in most of our other games. Just in terms of stuff happening. And we did a whole fashion show for Holden Thane with all his many different looks.
Yeah. Very versatile.
Very good. Well, please, thank you so much for watching. Join us on our Discord to interact with us and participate in our Lost Lore Academia, which is really heating up now. I sort of I'm gonna say this now, and I hope this isn't like a scary shock to people currently on. Like I mentioned in the Discord, Kevin, that because people were talking about their plans for Lost Lore Academia, and I felt like, ooh, I don't want people to be like worried about like. So I kind of just like sort of mentioned that like this game is probably not going on forever, and there'll be some other meta thing, it's like this, whatever. And so people then were like, got it, it's ending soon. And I was like, well, I mean, it might be. I don't know. I get, but like, probably better to be in a scarcity mentality than think it's going to go on forever and be surprised. So, point being, now that people are like, there isn't an unlimited amount of time in Lost Lore Academia, there's been a new refocusing on what are our goals before this ends. Within a few.
I've just been trying to help Pierce out
I've seen that.
Yeah.
with the
I
final.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I didn't
appreciate
realize
that
that the
because-
final was a mythic until today when I looked on it, and I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
boy, we have
Oh yeah, no. When I started this quest, on like day one
Yeah.
of
That's what
this,
we're doing.
I would like help out when people needed something to get across a finish line or something like that. But I didn't think I would actually. I don't actually think I wasn't planning to ever actually get to the final.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would before the game ends.
Yeah, Pierce.
Trying
Pierce-
to race Maisie because I was trying to think of the only thing that could deal with Maisie.
They just want Maisie. Well, there
well,
are.
we're
the fi-
close to having it discovered."
And there may have been as we witnessed.
I really want it to have nothing to do with Waldorado and Narthex and Temple.
I was joking actually on the Discord about that as to whether or not it does this even. Is Pierce just wrong about his very logical assumption of what 3 things you need to summon?
You actually need Chef Everything Bagel.
Yeah, they want a thing from this. Also, Dan was like, I want to get Dracula. And I was like, sure, here's Dracula from...
I saw his response when you explained it. Oh, it felt so good. It
His
felt
response
so
was
good.
just boo, right? Yeah, it was just,
And then he went back and edited his research today to not be about Dracula.
yeah, bad news. Good time. So that's our Discord. Go to our Discord. Fun stuff there. Go to our YouTube to watch old episodes. Check out the wiki that Sophia has put together and many other people help with. Very cool stuff. Pierce, go ahead and do the...
Oh yeah, I'll do it because I don't have anything to announce this week for me because I'm also not around this week for my channel. But Cantrip Candles, they're a wonderful company. I have some of them right here. This one is Black Hound Tavern, which is my favorite. They make candles that one, smell great, but they're kind of evocative of a space, right? They have launched a new product that is basically the idea is it's their community highlights. So it's a set of tea lights that are all 1 cent of 3 different scents. I'm going to post the link right now so people can like look at it if they want. But the idea here, while I'm talking, is that you can nominate someone. Specifically, they're looking for people in the TTRPG space, creators and stuff like that. And basically, they're going to pick, I think, 4. Basically, people to give all of the proceeds of the sales of these candles to. So basically, if we are one of the 4 that get picked, we would get all the like a fourth of the proceeds of this. And they're not trying to make any profit off of these because basically it's something that happened to Christoph when he was starting this business and it really helped him, and so he wants to kind of pass that on.
And they smell good.
And they smell good. They one of them is Healing Potion, which is one of their best scents. One of them is Yule, which is just in time, and also an incredible scent. And the other is a Walk in the Woods, which I assume these are like their 3 most popular scents. That's why they probably did it, right? So I have to assume a Walk in the Woods is also very, very. I mean, they're all good. They're all good. And the only thing that you would need to know beyond that is so that's the link, and when you can pick whatever you want. Each purchase, so each one of those, I think if you bought like 3 of them, I don't think you'd have to fill it out 3 times. I think but that's like 3 votes for us basically. But we do, Philip, if you want to post the email.
Oh yes.
Into the chat right now, because you will need like to put a contact email for Long Lost Lore in there, should you want to. Again, we don't necessarily get any benefit of this. It's not a sponsorship thing. If you feel no pressure to do this, but if you want to get some candles, if you're in the mood for some candles, and you want to throw our name in there. If you're getting candles anyway, you should get them from Cantrip. And if you're getting candles from Cantrip anyway, you throw our name in there.
Yeah. And although Andrew did say yesterday, and Pierce loved it when Andrew was like, he was saying like not big things. He's like, yeah, not Long Lost Lore. And Pierce was like, no, yes, Andrew, Long Lost Lore. That's what we're doing this for. Well, anybody else have a thing to talk about?
Yeah. Oh, and as for my channel, I will also just another thing. I will also be off this week as I am traveling. I will be back Monday, so maybe I'll still be streaming when we would normally start because I won't have this game to play.
There you go.
So coming out and watch me play Spider-Man 2.
Such a good game.
It's so good, Kevin. I
played
cannot.
so many hours this weekend.
I'm only 4 hours in. It opens phenomenally. And I've already cried 3 times because of Peter and May and Harry and it's so good. It's so good.
Well, great. Well, on that note, thank you all for watching. Or anybody else? Great.
Well,
The
how
strike's
about
over.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
It is.
Did they ratify it?
They won't ratify it.
They're about to vote.
Yeah, it'll take weeks for them. People are working again, so it's.
But the vibe or the survey is 87% for.
Yeah.
So it'll probably pass as is.
I would be shocked if it did not. Although one we don't need to get into it.
We don't need to get into it, but if that person that is creating some tension is correct, then it sounds like a terrible thing. But they cannot be that correct, considering they have not read it.
Talking about JB.
I am. Anyway.
Yeah.
And now we gotta go to the one that affects my job. We gotta get that interactive agreement ratified and negotiated now.
There's a lot to get ratified.
So many goddamn contracts that SAG has.
Well, very good. Well, thank you all so much. This has been great. Until next time, for 2 whole weeks, keep the theme party going.
Loading up.